How's everyone doing today? We are here with media and entertainment mogul,
Now I got a media.
founder of the No R.I.P Foundation, special guest, Ms. Debra Antney. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. So first we want to talk about your philanthropy, the No R.I.P Foundation. So talk about the impact that you wanted the organization to have and the impacts that it has made since its beginning.
First, I would like to say that the organization and everything that it stands for was not the direct reason of why my son committed suicide. Because many people tried to question that, like, oh, is that why, no. What I did is I pulled, the same as my first son, I created something from my first son, and I pulled something that was near and dear to their hearts, along with myself. And one of the things that was the bullying. So when we first started out with this campaign, it was the No R.I.P, which was no reckless internet posting. And it had a lot to do with the stuff that people was placing on the internet, the things that people say on the internet about you. There's all of these things that was like, that would piss them off, make them angry, like, like the things that they would say, the things they say about me, the things they say about Walker, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, just things, period, like, of people that think they just know you so well. And mainly because it was so problematic, being that the internet is the murder capital of the world.
Oh yeah, unfortunately,
right?
Yeah.
So I chose to go there. And building that, because I knew how angry things would make him when he'd read different things and he just couldn't stand it. And then once I post that thing up and I launched that off, all hell cut loose. It was too much. It became overwhelming. The calls was flooding in and people was calling and it was like, help me. And this person, like, I just want to die. Like, I don't believe this person did this to me. And this, it was just so much started coming out with that, oh my God, it was like, what did I do? I opened Pandora's box again. I couldn't handle it. So it kind of shut me down for a minute. And mainly I had got this call from this 10-year-old little girl. And she had called me and she was talking to me and telling me about what had happened to her in school. So, they had that KIK, whatever it was. And they had put it over the stall in the bathroom where she was and kicked it all the way through. But lo and behold, she ended up committing suicide. And that just destroyed me because I didn't get a chance to get back to her in time. I feel that I procrastinated too long in getting back to her, but mainly it's because I really couldn't handle it. It was coming at me so much, And then I went with no reckless intentions, period. So the No R.I.P was there, and like, that's fine. But then it was so much stuff going on that I just decided to go with no reckless intentions, period. And that's how we did that. When I came back through with all of this, I adopted a school, an elementary school. And I went over to this elementary school and, they was having problems there and there was things that was going on inside there. I built a store in the school. And in the store in the school that I seen how well that this was working, we didn't have a problem with bullying no more. Not at least in this school. So every child can wear everything that you can wear was in the store. It was there from head to toe. I placed it in that store. Any and everything that it took for you to be able to make it in your life with your daily basis, from the necessity of bare necessities of what you need in your household products that you need to clean with, to your hygiene items, to sneakers, to shirts, to sweatshirts, to jackets, towels, washcloths, everything was there. So now I couldn't make fun of you because you stunk. I couldn't make fun of you because you couldn't wear the sneakers that I have on. Or I couldn't make fun of you for whatever. Because now they can get haircuts and get their hair done. And all these things, from weave for girls, to clippers, to the actual barbers, like everything right there for these kids. And I built that, which has been so fulfilling, and then it opened up to Hurt 911 coming in and being like one of my biggest supporters. And now we're moving forward with that in the No R.I.P.
Okay. So talk a little bit about Hurt 911 and their sort of objective.
I love them.
Okay.
So next to Ludacris, they're like my number ones right there.
Wow.
Because their heart is really into the community. They were in that school.
Okay.
They were in tears, literally watching these children and listening to these kids, and it's like, wow. They got what was going on, and it's like, we want to be involved. They could have did that one donation and kept it moving.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
but they was like, no, we want to be involved.
So they were fully invested in. Okay.
Fully, they're fully invested in. You know, Atlanta Signs. She came in. Lynn came in. You know, she had her own issues in her time. So these are people that are able to give back.
Okay.
And there's one time something was given to them.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing, and that's the biggest thing. Like right now that I challenge people to come in. They need help in these schools.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's cut. There's not enough staff inside of the schools. Mental health is very big.
Yes.
Okay. I also volunteer in the youth detention, so I'm also over there, and it hurts watching all of these young males from 12 years old up in these places because they didn't go to school. But guess what? When they get there, they don't force them to go to school. They can't. So there's a lot of contradictions. So it's a lot that we all need to be doing for all these kids that's out here. And I'm grateful to God that He's given me a platform that I can use, utilize, that I can open up doors for others.
Definitely. I'm definitely sure those young men as well as the kids in the elementary school definitely appreciate that. So you brought up the topic mental health. That's been a topic that's being more familiarized and more prevalent, and especially in our community now, the discussion is being had more.
Look at the hip-hop community, period. I mean, half of the stuff that's going on out there, you know that it has some form of mental health things, you know. It's deep. Like, you have to look at what's going on. Like, and the media is making a mockery out of people, but you shouldn't. There's problems there. I myself had, you know, on the show this season, you'll see where I'm showing that I came out of a dark place. I lost 2 children. You understand? So there's definitely parts of me that went right with them. And I've been in a dark place for a minute. You know what I'm saying? As you came in here and see everything is like this, I'm tearing up everything because it was crazy in here. And you actually got to see my world of darkness. If you came in here before, you would really see what I was going through. So out there, people were looking at, oh, she's so strong. Oh, she can take it. You don't know my story. You don't know what I went through once I walked through those doors. Do that make me crazy because I'm depressed? Because I'm going through something? Do that make something wrong with me then?
So right now, these outlets are being, so with that conversation of Black mental health, I feel like more people are starting to reach out and being more comfortable. We're creating that environment of comfortability for you to be able to tell your story.
You might create the world of comfortability and talking about it, but they ain't being about it. It ain't nowhere for nobody to go. So here in Georgia, do you not know that a person with mental health, if they have an outburst of something goes on, they might go to the hospital, but the minute they yell at the doctor or they say something, then 911 is called and they're removing them out, and guess where they're going?
To psych ward, maybe?
Baby. They're going to jail. And now when they get in jail and all that noise, because it's, you know, it's not really good for their heads, and now they're inside of there, and they get another charge on top of the charge that they came in there with. What the hell? And then they beat and develop so many damn charges that is time after time after time that's added on to what they came in there with for a terroristic threat. And you put them in jail. For what reason? Because somebody want to deal with them because they just threatened. You already know that they have a problem. But the reason is there's nowhere to put them. But they're building clubs. They're building more jails. They're building all of these things. But there's nowhere for them to go.
No
so they're cursed. You understand what I'm saying? They're charged with a crime of being born that they inherited something that they have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this is the way they want it to be?
Oh, no. Of course not. So no one's giving them an opportunity to freely express themselves.
Nobody's hearing anything.
Yeah.
I watched a little kid come in, 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You lock that baby up. Then here's another kid. He's been there since 15. He's not coming out until he's 21. When he comes out, he's maxed out. He's a grown man. He has no family to go to. He has nowhere. So guess what he's set up for? He's next level because he has no training in there.
Yeah.
Even inside of there, they don't have the tools.
Yeah.
There's no staff.
Mm-hmm.
There's no overtime. These people are working like they're crazy
Yeah.
with no time, no nothing. But the dedicated people that are there,
Mm-hmm. It's only a few.
it's only a few.
Yeah.
But yet, we'll go in a titty bar and throw 10,000 up. We'll go in a titty bar and throw 20, 30,000 up. We'll go out there and spend a chain on 50,000 on a chain. And half of these guys got children. They have kids. They don't take care of them kids.
Yeah.
And then everybody said, come on, if you see the woman go forward, they want to yell about, oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, she's a this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what the hell? Mental health is real.
Oh, yeah.
It's real.
Definitely.
This stuff is real. Like, when have you ever heard this many black people?
Mm-hmm.
They told me I was crazy. Don't get on TV saying that your son committed suicide. I had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to.
Yeah.
And people was like, I can't believe she just, oh my God, what the hell? Why'd she just do that?
Why would they even?
But look how many black people,
Yeah.
you know black people don't kill.
Yeah.
Listen to me. In a million years, I'm sitting up here trying to figure out what the hell was going on. I wish they would have told me that he had so much drugs in his system.
Mm-hmm.
He had a clean, damn, his shit was clean.
Mm-hmm.
That pissed me off even more.
Yeah.
Let me know he was under the influence of something. I might have been able to handle it even a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Let black people kill themselves.
Yeah.
Not stabbing, shooting. We don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
We may pop some pills and
Mm-hmm.
go through that in the easy way of
to
going.
relieve the pain. Yeah.
But going that way,
Yeah, it definitely makes you think about, like you said, like, so right now there's basically no solutions. You're seeing that.
we have a lot of solutions when people would come up to the plate. People only want to touch stuff that mass media is behind. If mass media gets behind it, then everybody wants to be there and be a part of it.
Okay.
But is anybody going to go out there and touch any of this stuff? Is anybody going to go out there and do anything
Actual
about
work.
any of this stuff that's going on?
Yeah.
No, you don't care about that. Mental health is real.
Yeah.
This stuff is real. It's nothing to play with. This ain't no play shit. And it's getting stronger and stronger, and our babies are going, you know, even sitting in a school, being in the school system and going through this stuff, these little kids are dropping like flies.
And so I'm looking at it from a sense of, so you only see solutions if, well, people always back the most popular thing. That's the trend. You know, everyone wants to go behind the trend. No one wants to stand out.
If I think I can become popular and I can get some attention, then I'm going to touch it.
Well, you know,
who's touching that? What channel have that?
Yeah.
No, nobody's looking at that?
Well, that's exactly
no,
what.
we're not going to touch that right now. Just wait and see where they go with this, and then we'll go over and touch this. But you gave all that news to Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
A lot of news. Bill Cosby. Our babies are dying.
Yeah. So no one's paying
We're
attention to
losing our men. We're losing black families. We got a crazy ass president. Who in the hell would have ever thought the president of the damn United States on Twitter and Instagram going off on people?
Yeah.
What kind of shit? You already know what we coming up against.
Exactly.
But yet everybody think that's cool and that's okay. No, we got issues. Excuse me, you should be in here dealing with some other things that's going on.
Not on Twitter. Wasting time.
But you on Twitter going on and daring people to do this and that. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, where we going?
Yeah.
Everything is a joke.
Yeah.
So if some of us don't take the initiatives to do some things, we're not going to clear up everything.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if I'm not going to try to put a dent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I want to dent some things.
Yeah.
And I might not solve it all.
Yeah.
But you're going to know I was there.
Oh yeah, it takes baby steps. One step leads to another, and the impact will definitely be.
And
felt
I'm not
over.
afraid.
Yeah.
I don't have to be the center of attention. I don't need validation. I'm okay in my skin.
Oh yeah.
So it's not about that.
So we're looking at, we talked about your philanthropy. Mental health is a huge part, not only in your philanthropic work, but also just in our community, and that's why we ultimately here, because these discussions needed to be had.
And if you want to have a discussion on mental health, that somebody that's very dear and near to me is Shanti Das. She's moving hard on mental health.
Is she
she's here.
Okay.
And she's bumping into walls.
Yeah.
And she did a lot in the hip hop community. Is she getting that support? Yeah, everybody smile and hug and they love her. But what's the support that she's really getting in this fight?
Yeah. And it's a big one. It's a big one. That's why people like yourself and the woman you just mentioned are
Shanti Das.
Shanti Das definitely would be the leading forces of that strive. So have you seen any of that effect of mental health in sort of like your other works? Let's say, for example, your TV show Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
You're so cute.
So have you seen any notice anything, like for example, one of the cast members, Bow Wow, he had a incident on set. Would you relate?
What kind of incident did he have?
Where
I just thought that's so cute when you said, have you noticed any other events? Have you ever noticed any, like, just say, did Bow Wow have some mental health issues?
Well,
do you think these episodes that he's going through
through
all these little things,
is that related to, do you think that would be related to any mental health
what you think?
problems? I think it's
according to the
related.
episode you're talking about. What episode?
It was reported that he had an altercation with the crew and cameraman. Is that, I'm coming to you to see, is that factual?
Do you know that our show is about to air, right? You know our show's going to air?
Yes.
Okay. So, why don't you wait till then and see?
Wait till then.
Then guess what? I want you to hit me back and tell me if you think that's a mental health problem.
Okay.
Let the people say if it's a mental health problem. Let's figure out.
Okay.
Tell them to watch the show.
Okay. Tell the people to watch the show to figure.
Yeah, watch the show to figure out if it's a mental health problem.
Okay.
I think that if anybody fights, does that make it a mental health problem?
Not
If that was allegedly to happen, like allegedly if you...
No, not necessarily. I mean, we all, if someone says something that doesn't sit well with our spirit, we
can spaz out.
Yeah, we react.
Okay. Does that make us mental? And I'm not saying anything to that part of it.
Definitely.
I just don't like passing judgment on people.
Yeah, definitely.
And last I checked, I never went to school for that. I'm familiar with a lot of things with mental health. I have my own issues.
Okay.
But could I tell you?
No passing.
Yeah, and I was there. So
okay. Would you like to describe the incident, or did you see the incident?
I'm going to describe.
From like.
What?
What sort of occurred, or what do you think? If you saw what happened, what transpired from start to finish, was it any thing that triggered his reaction?
Oh wow, that's deep. Watch the show.
Watch the show. You gotta watch the show in order to know. The show will tell.
You have to watch the show.
That's promo right there. So Growing Up Hip Hop.
Growing Up Hip Hop.
Atlanta. This is so talk about this season. Compare the previous season to this season. Are there any changes? Any new cast members?
Yeah, we do have new cast members. We have Masika
Okay.
on there. We have Little Mama on there.
Okay.
Johnny Blaze.
Okay. Little Mama, is she in Atlanta or she still?
You know she don't live in no damn Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay. So let's not start. Here you go with this bullshit. She does not live in Atlanta.
Okay. Got you. Gotcha.
Even though it's growing up hip hop ATL.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
Next.
So we new cast members. So your role as an executive producer, what is your? So describe like a day to day for an executive producer, Debra Antney.
I'll tell you this much: it's an easier life than music exec. I will
Okay.
tell you that much.
Okay.
It's much easier, much pleasanter people.
Okay.
I love my WeTV family, like from the president all the way down. Like
Okay.
I love it. I love E1, my production company. I love them. I'm working with some great people.
Okay.
Being with the Brat is like phenomenal.
Okay.
That's my chickadee.
Okay.
I love
So-
tat.
Okay.
So, you know, those things is like great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when your work's like, I'm so excited for this for her and her being free now because, you know, she's now off of probation.
Okay.
So I'm very, very excited about that. And she gets to do a whole stage show that's like super great.
Yeah. I heard there's no one considered like the headliner.
Everybody's
the
there.
headliner.
And that's what's good. Because when you do all of these things, everybody wants to be the hog with the big nuts.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think that was a great idea for JD to do it like
Okay.
that. That was great.
Okay. So you have the Social Death reunion tour. I know a couple years ago they had the Bad Boy reunion tour. Also, I wanted to ask, will you play any intricate role in the Social Death reunion tour? I know the Brat is.
I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not social deaf.
Okay.
Yeah, so what the hell?
So it's only
the only
Brat,
role I'm gonna play is being out there going, yeah, get
Okay,
it.
it's gay.
Like
Gotcha.
that's the only thing, but I am not social deaf.
Definitely. Okay. So we have, so you have been a intricate part to a number of artists' careers.
And producers.
So one of the biggest producers over the past 5 years, Metro Boomin. I understand that he was he started in St. Louis. He was blessed enough to meet OJ the Juice Man, and Gucci Man as well. And his mother used to drive him to Atlanta in order to work with him. Were you in any relations to that upbringing?
Yeah,
that
actually,
grooming of
one day
Metro?
it was really funny because I was on my computer and I didn't even realize I had a contract with him, and I didn't know it.
Really?
It's gonna bust a lot of people open. I didn't know it.
So he was what? So talk about the time frame, the year.
I don't remember. It's like
Okay.
all of them. I had everybody.
Okay.
You know, I've had everybody. Lex Luger, you know, the ones in the 808 Mafia, like
Okay.
some everybody. My hands has been on some everybody.
Okay.
You know, so.
So they ultimately groomed him. And he began to work with Gucci as well as Future. And so why do you think? Ultimately, my question is, why do you think Atlanta has been constantly killing the game as far as like musically? It's not only the artists and the rappers; it's the producers as well. So it's like
It's a sound.
it's a sound. Okay.
It's the sound. It's a whole new sound. Like, and it's upbeat. It draws people where they are. You know, most people got ADHD and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to be funny. I'm from New York, but that music, half the time when I listen to it, it puts me to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Because now when I listen to it, they talk too much.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, it's like it's always like,
Upbeat.
whoa, it's upbeat. You
Okay.
just moving and bumping to it. It's like that sound, that kick, them 808s. It's like boom, boom. Like it's just that sound. When you hear it, it makes you, jilt you. It
Definitely.
makes you move.
Definitely.
Am I making sense to you?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, more I would like you to speak of like the family part. I feel like Atlanta has been a target city for pulling up as you climb. One person makes it, and okay, I've seen this one put in work in my city. Oh, let me bring them along so they could be next up. So talk about like it seems like a family from the outside looking in. Looks like a family.
Let me just explain this to you. That was one of the things that I was in love with here. Okay. I was born and raised in Queens, right? So I didn't learn New York as much until I came here. That I really got to see how my city was, and it was painful.
Yeah. That
if anybody would have ever told me that my city was a hating city, a down, I don't know what I might have done. But I know the hits that I got from there.
Okay.
For what reason?
Yeah.
That I ain't did nothing but put people out, bless people, do what I had to do, and put your city back up on a map.
Okay.
My city thinking I would go home and just do stuff, and you still came and you tried to shoot me down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here, the love was here until it got too big. And just like there, it wasn't even personal. It became the vultures just start coming out. Period. So Atlanta got corrupted because there's no organization here. It wasn't handouts.
Yeah.
I'm going to honestly say that. The easiest person that came through was French.
Okay. Wow.
His was easier.
Okay.
But they already built those platforms coming through. We've been streaming. They never played none of them on the radio. So we had no way but to go through the internet and the mixtapes and all the rest of that stuff.
Exactly.
People kill me with these stories and the way that they got this lined up and all these people that did all the stuff. They ain't did shit but run their damn mouth. That's it. That's all they did was run their mouth.
So why do you think it was easier for French?
Because
like
all of them, by the time French came, everybody was good. Okay. So Walker had him running around with him a lot.
Got you. And talk about your son. I'm sure you're a very proud mother. So talk about you being in, having a longevity in music as well, in the music industry as well as a legacy. So talk about like a...
You don't never have a legacy yet. You won't never have a legacy until I die.
Okay.
That's when I'm going to know. Like, I'm not going to know. You know, people say you're successful.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm successful. You don't know my goals.
Okay.
You know, and my success is going to come when my eyes are closed. That's when we're going to tell if I was successful or not. Okay. We're going to see if people... I'm already starting to tell my story so that I won't close my eyes when people start telling whatever story they want to tell. They're already doing that now. Yeah. So I've already got 100,000 people collecting off of what I did. Okay. Eating off the fruits of my labor. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. But you ain't going to have that then because I'm just about finished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
even in my book, Unmanageable Me, that I'm doing, but it's not a book that's downplaying people.
Gotcha.
I don't live like that.
Exactly.
Everybody I've ever worked with, I love them, and I still love them. They're a part of me.
Yeah.
So for me to shoot them down is to do what? Is to shoot me down.
Yeah.
So I can never talk about you.
Yeah,
I don't give a damn how many people claim you. You are a product of me.
Yeah.
So what the hell do I look like going to the media, going to everybody? You know, like call me. Get the hell up off my phone with that bullshit. Don't call me with that. I'm not sitting up here talking about people.
Oh, yeah.
That bullshit ass book that they wrote for Gucci. He ain't write that damn book. Because it's bullshit. I don't know where the hell all half that shit was going on. And people wasn't even with him that did the damn book. So that's the thing that really killed me there. So people calling me, don't call me with that bullshit. Yeah. Oh, you need to tell back on that. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
What?
Seems like a scheme.
It's sacred to me.
Yeah.
That if I come to you, this shit ain't fake for me. I tell you I love you. I might dislike you later.
It's genuine.
But I told you I love you.
Yeah.
I ain't never got to mess with you again in life, but I'm not going to hurt you. You'll hurt yourself before I hurt you. I'm not going there. That stuff goes with me to my grave. I'm not sitting up here telling everybody business.
Yeah.
What am I going to sit up here and prove and going back and forth through the media thinking that I need coverage for people to interview me to sit here and talk shit about you for what reason? What am I getting out of that?
Exactly.
I ain't got to do that. But if that makes you feel good to go do some BS like that, do it. Do it. This is the thing that people have to understand.
Let them know.
Everything has an expiration date. Everything and everyone have an expiration date.
Okay.
The best of the best has gone down. And people have to understand that. They don't have loyalty. But I know I sleep good at night. I know I ain't trying to hurt you. I know I ain't throwing no dirt on you. I know I didn't do all that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Honestly, that's all we looking for. Peace.
That's it.
Peace.
That's it.
Yeah. So, so talk about the conversation like you've had with your son Walker. Like what was the conversation like when he basically just came to you, Mom, want to pursue this career?
He didn't come to me like that.
Okay.
So I can't tell you about a conversation like that because it's not a conversation that we had.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest with you, and don't take this wrong, I didn't think my son was going to be no damn rapper. I thought Walker was going to be a ball player. Or Walker would be a comedian or something. Because he's a big jokester. He's so silly, crazy.
6'4"?
Yeah. He played ball. Okay? But that wasn't what Walker wanted to do. Walker came because Gucci was in trouble. And he had to step up. Juice had gotten shot. There was a lot of things happening. Somebody had to step up to that plate. Gucci was in trouble, and he came through. And that's how that was. It wasn't what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
He was like, everybody want me to do this. Everybody want me to do it. So it was really to support and back Gucci.
Okay.
That's why he came through.
So it's keeping basically that whole...
The whole thing alive.
Yeah.
While Gucci was going through what he was going through at that time.
Wow. So was it, did he feel, the pressure of doing that? Or was it just like, okay, this is what I have to do? I'm going to attack
He know what he have to do.
Okay.
You got to understand the cloth that he's cut from also.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So it's by any means necessary. You still have to keep everything alive. You still have to go on. Even when Gooch was locked up, we made him bigger out here while he was inside. You still have to continue to go.
Yeah.
It's like Chucky, you become friends to the end. It don't matter what anybody say or how people think it is or what they say it is. One go down, we all go down. That's how it was supposed to be. That's how it was.
Family.
Period.
Family.
Point blank, period. Whatever went on in our household stayed in our household until people start coming in. And I made that mistake by opening them doors, letting people in.
So do you sort of regret that now? Do you feel like it...
Let me explain something to you. The one thing that I'm not going to walk around doing is regretting things. Because whatever I did it from my heart. So if I sit here and walk around doing that, I'm going to be angry forever.
Yeah.
And at one time I did walk around with like chips on my shoulder because I was angry. I was angry as hell. And how dare you lie on me? How dare you tell all these stories on me? How dare these people sit here and say this shit about me and you don't even know me? What did I do? Why all this time y'all ain't found none of this stuff that you said I did? I didn't do anything. But they came to attack. And why was there nobody there to protect me? Why was there nobody there to help me after all the people I did for? All the people I helped, all the people I looked out, you forgot about me. I could have been living up underneath a rock. Anything, they don't know. Nobody knows what was going on. They just ran the story about you doing this. Oh, you went out here, you stole all their money. How the hell you going to steal from people that didn't have nothing? Oh, I lived under people. That was my house. You understand what I'm saying? It's like all of these different things that you helped all these people, but they forgot, and everybody else took all of the praises for the work that you've done that nobody would touch, nobody would do anything with, and told me that if I dealt with these people, that they would never have nothing to do with me. And now them very people is sucked up underneath these different people.
Yeah. Wow.
Damn. I look and I say, wow, this is deep.
Yeah. So you can
This is deep.
You can only like shake your head at it, but you know, end of the day, the ultimate goal in life is peace and happiness.
You want to know something? You know, when people got on me like, oh, you so damn stupid. Like, I don't know why you didn't lock people down. Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? All these different things. Because my word is my bond, bro. I can do this with you. It doesn't matter if we have that piece of paper. If we don't want to deal, we're just not dealing.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
But none of those things happen like people think that they happen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't really want to go through a lot of stuff because I say that stuff for my book. I save it for them, but I know it ain't going to be no damn lies because I can back up everything I say.
Yeah.
There's plenty of boxes, there's plenty of papers here, there's plenty of stuff that I've saved literally. I'm never getting rid of them. They all get on me, you throw all the stuff away. I'm not throwing none of the shit away.
They're part of the story.
I'm not throwing none of it away.
Yeah.
Because I can prove how you came in, from pictures to everything else. So,
do you have any projected date for your book as of now?
well, the first one is Woman to Woman,
Okay.
because I'm doing the woman like to love thyself.
Okay.
That's the first one
Okay.
that I'm doing in my website, official Debra Antney.
Okay.
So I'm putting letters up weekly. Starting next week, I'll be placing a letter up
Okay.
every week to women,
Oh,
and then
wow.
a contract, a letter and a contract for women to be in contract with themselves.
Okay.
So we need to take back over our households and
Yeah,
stop
definitely.
worrying about having big breasts and fat
Yeah.
asses, and our testes placed in one spot.
Okay.
But we need to get back to the business and take control of our
I
household.
like that. Accountability for yourself.
There you go.
Definitely. So what would you, there's a lot of young people that, you know, coming up in the business and definitely want to find themselves or place themselves in positions where they can ultimately succeed, whether it's music, whether it's entertainment, whether it's being in the background, producing television, or just journalism in general. What would your, well, let me start with journalism. What would your advice be as a journalist, a student of the culture?
Honestly,
Honestly.
reporting news as factual as you can, and not doing anything for the fame, but being factual and telling the truth. That's what I would go for a journalist.
Gotcha.
And for artists and producers and all those other people, know who you are. Know who you are, know what you want, know the direction that you're going in.
Definitely.
Don't look for somebody else to place something in you that you're looking for.
Yeah. Wow. So I guess we'll wrap up with that. Once again, I'm Jiggy Jones. I'm here with Miss Debra Antney. Great
Oh, Jiggy,
conversation.
let me help you with one thing.
Yes.
Because I know that there was something that you was curious about.
Yes. Yes. So
Let me help you with it.
So your son and your daughter-in-law, do you know if they are expecting any?
So we're getting ready. We're preparing for their 5-year wedding, real wedding now. I mean, they're married. They're legally married. They both have careers. But in creating and allowing this child to come through is when they both have time for that. Okay? So, yes, they just bought another house.
Okay.
And it is some of Tammy's plans. But I would really like her to jump her career through first.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
all the stuff that she's going. And if he or she should come along during that time, then we're going to be there with walking arms.
Wow.
But if it takes a little while longer, we're still there
That's
too.
fine, yeah.
I wouldn't trade my daughter-in-law in for nothing in the world.
Wow.
And besides that, Charlie fulfills all of us.
That's perfect.
Big role right there.
Perfect.
Did I help you?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Once again, Jiggy Jones with Miss Debra Antney signing out.